Well, steering arm 1 out of the miller. Got some drilling ops to do when it gets. Got to drill through here for said new steering point. So it's a nice tight fit in there. One bolt will go through here. Also, make this thing a little bit more solid, a little rigid, I guarantee. I'm also going to drill through here and counterbore there, and then basically drill into here. Remember, the original front upright isn't handed, so technically all this material here is normally here. I've just machined this straight off here to get to the aftermarket radial nut caliper. I'm going to do the same to here, but with now the addition of the steering arm, basically I don't want to machine all of this lip here back to there like we did here, which is only about a 3mm step. I'm going to leave this material on here to then profile around it, so basically cut the ears off, cut the bits and pieces that aren't needed, just so when this bolts up, the back surface there's got a big chamfer, so it's kind of awkward to see. When those two surfaces touch, I obviously have a bolt bolted in there, so it's a bit excessive, 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts to hold the damn thing together, but it'll make it a little bit more rigid. Probably well overkill, but to be honest, better overkill than not. Still doesn't seem to autofocus today, so look at that. That's better. So, joints in. Massively high angle joint. It's a little stiff in the front, but basically on full steering angle in one direction and full bump. Basically the steering joint comes very close to here. On full droop it's not quite so bad, it's only there, but basically this is why I've got this rather large chamfer and undercut here. It's basically to allow, so when the suspension's on full bump and full lock. Kind of an unlikely scenario, but what the hell, let's not stress anything. So let's just take that back out. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I made this about 15mm. This one I've made a little bit thicker because we were going to undercut this quite massively. So you know, from the back, there's plenty of material around here, and obviously there's going to be a bolt support through there as well. So, but just to be, just a bit of, you know, just in case, just add a bit more. So we're all in. Yeah. Now the rod end itself. Let's find the biggest. Here we go. Kind of a to have adjustment for toe in and toe out. Basically, I'm going to use a turnbuckle. So this will come. So the adjustment to get your toe in and toe out will be on the outside, the left-handed and right-handed thread, obviously again. Whereas normally you'd spin the toe rod on the rack, because this end, because that end isn't going to be fixed. Basically, that end is going to be a rose joint as well. The rose joint will adjust in and out to adjust any bump steer out. This will adjust the actual track rod length itself. So a little bit different way of doing it, but it allows me to keep all the adjustments nice and easy to get to. So it's steering just about done. Second part at the moment, it's on the mill. It's just happily chugging away. At the moment it's doing a ball profile of the end piece. Just sneak a peek. Sneak a peek in there. You can just, where's the camera? Oh, there it is. Just about make out. Let's look at the camera. There you go. That's better. Oh, it's just sneaking, ball profiling that end piece. with the large chamfer. Basically the tool moves over every 0.3 of a millimetre and doesn't have a path. So it just makes a nice profile for it. So hopefully that one should be finished tomorrow, then we'll have both done. So there'll be another minor op for, I'll set up on the mill just to make it nice and simple. Probably clamp that up in the vise, centre it here, drill through for the ball joint hole, and probably the same for there. So more machine hops yet, and then obviously I'll have to do the final profile that I want of this to get rid of the ears that you just don't need for this. But yeah, so steering arm in. Summit order came in today, which was nice. So hopefully if I get the wishbones back, I know Chris is real busy at the moment, but if we get the wishbones back hopefully in a week or so, then it'd be nice to put all the suspension back on, actually put the shock absorbers and stuff in. I've got a lot of turning of bushes and stuff to do, but I've got a few days off now, so hopefully I can get most of them knocked off. Some drilling and tapping to do. These are just pilot holes at the moment. They need to be drilled out to 8.5 and then tapped in 10. So I've got plenty of machining to work, but should have a steering, God forbid, a car with 4 wheels that steers, with just everything on, sitting on the floor would be just nice soon. So anyway, there we go. Speak to you soon.